Okay.
You were asking about innovation.
Yes.
And I was going to give you another example. You're in the College of Business, and the student advising office in the College of Business used to work this way. You'd come in, you'd check in, you'd sit in the waiting room until somebody got around to seeing you. And then you'd go in and they'd say, what was your name? Okay, and I'll print your degree audit, and eventually they would print out. And then we'll have our advising session, and then you walk out, forgot everything I said, the notes are in my desk, and that's it, right? I mean, that's kind of a caricature of the process, but those were some of the issues with it. So the folks in the College of Business said, you know, we've got tools that we can use to redesign this. So they used our PeopleSoft CRM system and designed it so that you can now go into the portal on UCF. You can register for an appointment. You show up at your appointment time. You swipe in with your ID card. When you do, it registers you in. It fires off a degree audit. And the advisor, when your session comes up, has your degree audit in their hands. Okay? And during your advising session, they'll take notes. As soon as the session ends, those notes go into your file electronically as part of your electronic student record, and an email is fired off to you telling you what was discussed, and you've got it in your hands when you go home. Right? Substantially improve the process, make it more efficient, more effective, and you now have a tangible record for both the advisor and the student of what was said. And it was such a transformative application of basically off-the-shelf technology that all the other colleges are rolling it out campus-wide. So the College of Business innovated using existing tools, came up with an innovative idea. I'll give you one more. At the end of every course, you fill out a Scantron evaluating the course. Right? Beginning this semester, that's going online. And we were thinking about, well, what do we have to do? Develop software, buy software. We're not flush of money these days with budget cuts. So one of our staff said, you know, I can use the CRM system for that too. I can develop a survey that looks like the Scantron and use the PeopleSoft system as a way of deploying and collecting that data, put it in the portal. It knows what courses you're registered in, so it'll pop up and says you've got these courses, do these evaluations. And we're building it to run out at the end of the semester. So when you do your evaluations at the end of the fall term, you'll be doing them online. Again, innovating around the tools we've got to solve a business problem.
Thank you. Question 4. How crucial is it for companies to ensure that future growth and demands are met or exceeded by their IT strategy?
Well, I mean, different businesses are more or less dependent on information technology, but the general trend is that more and more businesses are dependent on more and more technology. If you think about universities, universities are almost pure information businesses. Right? Almost everything a university does is about information. Researchers create new information. They publish new information. Teachers collect and deliver information to students. Right? The educational process is about transferring information from those who know to those who want to know. The business of the university runs on an IT platform. All the student grades and the payroll and all those kinds of things that are pretty much obvious. Online learning, electronic library resources. Right? So almost everything that happens inside of a university, for example, is dependent on information. And so information technology is absolutely essential to an organization like a college or university. A pizza shop might be different. I mean, they've got employees, they've got payroll, they've got to order things, and they might have an online ordering form or an online menu and so on and so forth. And increasingly, businesses are turning to the internet and to technology and to the web as a way of making their presence, instead of the hours of 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, it's 7/24. They can exist in the internet, all places at all times. And so in general, information technology is really becoming, in some cases invisible, in some cases more visible, but an essential tool of what it means to operate a modern business. And moreover, the internet being a global resource essentially makes anyone who uses the internet a global citizen. Right? The instant you put your web page on, you're available to every citizen of the globe who has the ability to access it. Whereas if you exist only in a brick and mortar form, the range of people who can come and do business with you is very limited. UCF's online learning is a case in point. We've got, of our 53,000 students this fall, about 25,000 students take online courses. And many of those students are nowhere near one of our campuses. Right? Some of them are in foreign countries, other parts of the U.S. So the ability to use technology is not only essential for information-driven businesses like colleges, universities, and many others. But it's an essential business tool to do more than just payroll and inventory and so on and so forth, but to actually use for communications and marketing and customer relationship building and all kinds of things.